Hey everybody, today I want to share a dream with you that I believe was from the Lord. The dream was probably from about a year ago. 3 scenes, pretty brief. Scene 1, I was in, it looked like the production room at my home church. Lots of video screens, there was a lot of activity going on. There was a group of people, and I knew who they were somehow in the dream. I knew that they were a part of a particular worship movement, and their attention was on one of the screens, and I could see it in the dream. It was really interesting because it was like a map, and you could see these red lines that were like moving and splitting off and spreading, and everyone was staring at this screen with, excitement and intensity. I asked in the dream, I said, what are you doing? And they said, oh, we're tracking worship. Next scene, I'm in what appeared to be like an oceanfront little house. I was on the 2nd floor, big window in front of me. The window was open, and suddenly in the distance, I saw this wave, and it kept growing and growing and growing. And I was like, that thing's gonna crash right over this house. And sure enough, it came all the way up to the window, and it like crashed in to where I was sitting. In the 3rd scene, I was observing the outside of my home church, where there was water everywhere there, like in the parking lot, almost like puddles. And there were all these people outside, and they were dancing and laughing and splashing in the puddles. The sun was out, and there was just so much joy in the atmosphere. So when I woke up, I began to process the dream, and I understood that all 3 scenes, it all fit together. In the 1st scene, they were tracking worship. There was a worship movement that was happening, and it was moving across the land. I believe it was across our nation. So there was this observation of watching with great excitement and anticipation. There is a worship movement that is happening right now. If you can see the sweatshirt that I'm wearing, Sean Foyt was just here in our city in Jacksonville, Florida a few days ago. I don't know when you're watching this video. And of course, if you're familiar, you're tracking with what's going on there. This Let Us Worship movement has really grown. It sort of started on accident out on the West Coast in California, because of the restrictions that had been placed on the church and on people in California. They couldn't sing. So this movement has grown, and I mean, people are getting, it's not just about, having a great little worship service in a city. People are getting saved. People are getting delivered. People are getting healed. And it's not just let us worship. There's a lot of things happening. Be encouraged and find out about those things. God is moving. I believe that this worship wave, if you will, it's moving across the nation. What I saw in the dream, the wave of worship came, and it splashed over all of us. It left these puddles and this joy. Listen, it's happening. Let's go. Now is not the time to get stuck in a place of distraction or discouragement. I know some of us felt those kinds of things because of with the election and in the political arena. I'm not going to get into all of that, but look, let your faith get built up. Get around people who are burning right now. Turn off the news if you have to, or minimize how much you're taking in from those kind of sources. Get in the Word. Get around a community of believers who are burning, who are hungry for God and are going for it. Otherwise, you're going to be distracted, because that's what the enemy wants to do. Obviously, he wants to cause the body of Christ to despise prophecy and to lose heart and just kind of get stuck in that place. When this is the moment where we're about to see a mighty move of God, I believe, across the whole earth. Habakkuk 2:14. As the waters cover the sea, the earth will be filled with the knowledge or the awareness of the glory of God. It's going to cover the earth, and everyone's going to know about it. Everyone's going to see. The glory of the Lord is going to cover the earth. Come on, don't be distracted. Build up your spirit, man. Spend time in worship. Spend time in praise. Spend time remembering the faithfulness and the goodness of God. Testify of His goodness. Encourage other people. Build each other up. Shake off the dust. Shake off the distractions. It's time to focus. It's time to move in confidence and courage that comes from the place of intimacy with Jesus. I'm excited. I hope you are, and I'll see you soon.